Welcome back. And here we are on part 2 of the Chrysler extraction. I just went around and preemptively put anti-seize on all the nuts on that door that's open. I did pick up a cheap set of tires, used tires, steel rims that should fit this for next to nothing, just so we can get it rolling. But you know, I'm sure these would be good for at least another 10,000 miles or so, and you know, they'll probably hold air right away, no issue. But just in case, I thought I'd get another set just to be on the safe side. So anyway, gonna cut down these last few big trees. Hopefully this saw is working well, worked great at home. And this last one here that I cut down a week ago is bloomed. It's actually popped open even though I chopped her down. So anyway, let's get at her. Man, having a saw that runs good, way better. And we have a straight line, other than that door, which will probably come off. I'm pulling this car out. Just gotta drag all these trees out of the way. Getting quite a pile over here. And once I get all the trees dragged out, I'm gonna have to try to dig around the front of this car so we can get a set of chains in there. And it looks like there's an old pile of wood that's all stuck into the ground and stuff, so try to dig some of that out as well too. But mainly just get underneath that car so we can get a set of chains or straps on the front of those stub members. That was a nice little workout. Give me a little sweat. Feels good. So before I dig this out, I'm going to try to get this hood open again. It took me quite a bit to get it closed, as you saw in the last video. But I want to get it open again and see if I can check the markings on this engine and any other markings on the intake that I can get, just to confirm what it is, so I can do my research at night and in the evenings, trying to figure out parts, where they're at, the price, how far I'm going to go with this thing, and so on. So I got my anti-seize spray. I'll try to get this open a little bit and see if I can get in at those hinges again. So I can't get the hood all the way open, but I can kind of get into the engine bay here and was able to get the intake off. I can see 2205761. So at least there's the intake. I can see what kind of intake is on this and what kind of carburetor I can find for it. And then as for the engine number, it's supposed to be on this flat plate right here, but there's so much gunk on it that I can't read it, and it's not embossed. I think they're stamped in there, so I can't quite get the number, see the number on that flat plate, but that's where it's supposed to be. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be the 361 that was common. Oh, dipstick. There's chances she got oil in her. Oh, let's see what's inside here. Oh, look at that. It's full. Full of oil, a little bit over full, and it's not even milky white or nothing. It's actually see-through. It's actually looking pretty good. What do you know? Maybe she'll flash right up. Spray of ether, pull a couple squirrel nests out of her, and away she'll go. Anyway, we're gonna do a little more investigation, and then we'll bring you back. Actually, before I go, check this out. Here's the transmission dipstick. It's in park, so it's half, but it is clean, like it was a brand new transmission job. The best news of the fact that the transmission and the engine are still full of oil is that the pans haven't rotted off it from sitting in the dirt. And if the pans are good and there's not a lot of water or moisture in there, there's a good chance that this engine and transmission is salvageable, which will determine the entire authenticity of this project. So it took me a bit of work here because you can see somebody really wanted into this trunk. So it was a bit to get undone. But surprisingly, it was easy to get into, so I thought I'd check out to see what's in here. Got a couple more pieces of trim. One of the original hubcaps, and one from something else. And I'm pretty sure I know what that something else is, because I found this. This steering wheel, okay, this is Newport. This is the Chrysler Newport steering wheel. Because at first, when I was in here, I thought this steering wheel was all bent up. But it's not. It's made almost like a square. And this is off of a Chrysler 300. So somebody changed them out. This is the horn bracket, this chrome thing. But that is from a Chrysler 300. I don't think it was an option on the Newport. The round steering wheel with the horn straight across the center, this is what came on the car. So that's kind of cool that the original one is there. We can see light through the inside of the quarter panels. And there is, I don't know what kind of turds are in here. It must be raccoons or something. Oh, they're big. Looks like vent for duct work. Oh, we got here, we got a license plate. Oh, yes. 1970 plate. The same year. That's the last sticker on there. Oh, that's a gold mine right there. That is going on the front of this thing for sure. For sure. Roll of plastic, tire iron, trailer plug because it's got a trailer hitch. Oh, and there's the center of the steering wheel. That is all, man. This thing is more complete than I ever would have thought. Looks like I don't know. Even got a fan. I don't know what that is. I guess that's a rear defrost. There's an electric fan in the back of this thing. So, anyway, I'm gonna keep digging, see what else I can find. And it's a real shame that other door was left open because these all work. And they're solid. I'm gonna work on that one over there some more, just move it around. The bottom hinge seems to start to move, but the top one that has that over cam where it locks the door open, that pin is stuck. Geez, I'm just like a kid in a candy store here. So much fun. There's a lot of hoses that I don't know where they're going. Obviously that's the heater core. There's in and out. But I got these other ones that are just loose coming off the water pump. Now I did cut the alternator belt, and I also cut the power steering belt. The water pump turns like brand new. It's tight. There's no movement in that bearing at all, and it's smooth. And over here on the power steering, the pump turns as well, and it even feels like it's building pressure, and then it kind of bleeds off as it goes over. Get the old distributor cap here. Oh. Old point system, you don't see that anymore. Actually looks pretty good in there. And I can turn, the rotor turns a little bit on the shaft, but it doesn't quite go. And what is that? No way. Does that say? There's a number on the edge of the block here. I can't. It's a 402. 402C. What? That can't be an engine. That can't be an engine number, is it? 402. I've never heard of a 402. 402. That is a 2, right? Yes, 402C. I'm gonna jump on Google. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm perplexed here. I have no idea what's going on. I've cleaned this off more, and it is definitely stamped 402C. But this is a Chrysler Newport, and a 402 is a Chevy engine. That is a Chevy big block. So I am no longer certain of what's going on with this car. Given a story, but it's a very old story because it's been going back a ways. But something's not making sense here. This looks like the Chrysler engine distributor in the front on the right hand side. It should be a 361. Everything about this looks like it's 361. The intake seems different though. The engine stamp, which should be over there, and there's nothing, it's smooth. The engine stamp's over here, and it clearly is stamped 402C. Where'd it go here? Right down in there, it's clearly stamped. I can see it perfectly, 402C. I need to get a casting number, which I think is below the exhaust manifolds on either side. I gotta get a full casting number to see what's going on with this engine. Sorry I'm jumping back and forth here, but just did some more research, and mystery is solved, and it's better than I could expect. Okay, so the number stamped in here, that's actually an adapter plate that's on the front here. I didn't realize there's one behind the water pump. And the reason why that adapter plate is there, because if you search this part number, 2205737 for this intake, this engine is a 383. That is what it is. 1961 to 1967, they put them in the cars as an upgrade. This is obviously an upgraded car, and this is the 383 that's in here. I confirmed that by the part number that's on the intake, the part number that's on the back of the exhaust manifold here, and there's also one just on the other side here, the water pump, and there's a difference between the 361 and the 383 for the water pump, and they all confirm, according to the Mopar parts page, that these are parts for 383. This just made it even more interesting. Still another mystery for me. As you can see, the color of the car here, this brown color, which is, I'd definitely say, the original color of the car. Except from this point on, which is this green color. So this thing must have been, I thought it must have been in an accident at one time. But where the paint is rubbed through and is chipping off, it's kind of faded out, but it's the same color as the car, the brown color. So there's going to be a lot more to the story than I was originally told. Which is always good. It's always good to have a story. Oh, and the other thing is, how many horns does the car need? 1, 2, and 3 down there. I guess they really want to know you were coming. Well, I got the hood closed again. Got it dug out as much as I can underneath the front of this thing. Can't really see much in there. But I'm in the roots, like so many roots, I can't dig any deeper. I might have to come back with a bumper jack. There's 2 spots on the front where they're made for lifting. See if I can get under there and crank this thing up enough that I can get under and put some chains on the frame member, or at least the cross member underneath the engine, to try to pull it out of there. The door I've picked and sprayed and jiggled and bent and pried. Cannot get it to close, so it will be coming off. But when this thing gets pulled out of here, try to get a hold of the farmer that has a tractor that's going to help pull this out of here for me, because I think my truck is just going to spin. The Dodge is just a 1500. It's light, so I think all the tires will just end up spinning while I'm trying to drag this out of there. I don't think I'll get it up. Plus, I'm going to want to have chains maybe on the loader of the tractor to kind of lift the front up as it comes out of the holes that the tires are in, and hopefully it'll clear the stumps a little better. But it was a good day's work. Sorry that it's not getting pulled out of here in this episode, but hopefully in episode 3 we'll get this thing out of here. So now I got a lot more research to do on this engine. I got some more numbers off different parts of the engine. There was a serial tag and a body panel tag under the hood on this corner. So I'm gonna search that some more and try to really source out what this is. But at the point, it looks like our 361 is actually a 383, which is a more sought after engine. Better performance and power, of course. And also I found with the air button, there is an electronic rear defrost fan. And I think this is definitely had a few upgrades, or at least was a higher line model when it was pulled off the lot. So anyway, thanks for watching this short video. Next time, I think she's coming out of there. Peace out.